Hi, I'm Jody from Sportsmith's tech support team, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to change a Flexonic belt on a Keiser bike. The tools you're going to need to complete this procedure are a Phillips screwdriver and a flathead screwdriver. The first thing you will need to do is remove this shroud. As you can see, there are 3 screws, one at the top here, one here, and one down here. And there are also 4 on this side. There is also one small Phillips screw here. Now you can remove the upper shroud by simply grasping it and pulling it upward and removing it from the bike. Remove the Phillips screw from the lower portion of the belt shroud. When removing the belt cover, there's also a safety tab here that helps hold the shroud together. To disconnect it, stick a flathead screwdriver in it and pry out just a tad, like so. Remove the entire shroud. To remove the belt, grab at this lower span here and pull away from the pulleys while rotating. Be very careful not to get your fingers caught in there. As you can see, it's already starting to come off here. So if I just continue to pull away and rotate, it's going to come out a little further. Once you get it so far removed, it will go ahead and come off the rest of the way. To install the belt, put it around the crank arm, around the idler pulley, and around the flywheel pulley. Now hold it in the grooves on the crank pulley and rotate. If you cannot turn via the crank arm, reach back and use the flywheel. There is also a belt tool available to ease this process. As you can see, the process is quite difficult but doable. If you're having a hard time installing the belt, something you can do to stretch the belt initially is to install the belt onto both pulleys without incorporating the idler pulley. Leave the belt installed in this fashion for a while to let it stretch. This is the Keiser belt tool. It's used to ease the installation of this belt. Put it between the crank arm and flywheel. Now install the belt over the idler pulley and around the flywheel pulley. Place it just past the belt tool here. And now, as you notice, once you get to a certain point, the belt tool is actually going to help you to hold the belt on the pulley. Sometimes this can damage the belt a little bit here. So to ease that, you can take your old belt and just cut some little strips out of it like this. Place that over the grooves at the very front of the belt tool. Then rotate. And now it'll hold that piece into place as well. Then just continue to rotate the crank arm until the belt is installed. If you have trouble rotating by just the crank arm, you can reach back and use the flywheel to help you do that. Now, once the belt gets so far around, it's going to pop into place, and then you can remove your extra piece. Remove the tool. And this is a close-up of the flywheel pulley. As you can see, there's a little bit of space here between the frame and the belt. That means that this is actually on that pulley correctly. And this is a close-up of the crank pulley. As you can see, we've actually got a tooth here that's exposed, so the belt is actually a little too far to the back. The way to fix that is just to put your fingers on the belt and pull to the side just a little bit as you rotate. Be careful not to pinch your fingers. And once it starts here, you can just rotate the belt. You can just rotate the crank arm the rest of the way around. And as you can see, now it's in place properly. Now we can reinstall the shrouds and ride like the wind. Place the shroud over the crank arm. Make sure you get it all the way back here. And then slide forward and make sure that your tab engages on the front to hold it in place. Replace the screw at the bottom of the belt shroud. Reinstall the upper shroud. Reinstall the screws on this side. and reinstall this tiny screw. This completes the demonstration.